You know, ACN is also a sport. If you look at it that way, it's a sport. Now, tonight, I'm going to talk about that in kind of in my talk tonight. It's write this down if you're taking notes. Write this down. See, not only is tennis a sport, you know, ACN is a sport. And my topic tonight, I'm going to kind of teach and preach. Lord have mercy. Out of GoPro, out of GoPro, out of GoPro. If you got your book, go with me to page 144. There you go, Miss Collins. Yeah, all the superstars got it real hand. Look at Mr. Freddie Sherman, got to go get his. Bill Howard, turn around, grab his. Look at y'all. I love it. I look at Miss Pat Robinson got hers. Dee Dee Sanders just flashed hers on me. Lord have mercy. Page 144. Sharion got it. Corey, where's yours? You okay? Okay. 144 is where I'm going to go today. I'm going to be preaching and teaching. Oh, go pro, because we're all about going pro, ain't we? Professionals. We're gonna make some of that professional income money too. So go with me. If you got your book, go with me to page 144. Now, you have to understand, Miss Sylvia, thank you so much. 144, I felt yesterday I was gonna do some teaching today. And 144, it says, the person you will become in the process. Now, not only that happens in sports, because Wimbledon, you know, I mean, hey, they just won. Look at Miss Collins. She's bubbling up like she's bubbling. She is so bubbly. She's extra bubbly today. But we also in ACN is a sport. It's a sport. And it's a sport of individual, but also as a team. I'm going to break that down. It's done like most sports. Most sports, you do a team sport or it's individual like tennis or golf. But we have the both. We have a team. Individually, we can build this, but with a team, we could do it better. So the person you become in the process, this is so important because when we start off the process, we don't see it for ourselves. It takes our upline, it takes our regional director. It might even take our RVP or SVP to see us where we're going to go. They see the potential in us before we get there. So this is my topic for the night, the person you will become in the process. And so many of you, I've seen you grown in this process. I've seen your highs. Some of you, I've seen your lows when your team fall apart. Oh, then you kind of get, you know, and get skittish about doing calls and skittish behind this and skittish, you know, but it's a process. It's a process. My dad was a DI, a drill instructor for the Army. My dad, when he was, you know, he brought, you know, the soldiers come off the bus and get their haircuts, get their uniforms, take them on a 5-mile run. Right then and there, I was like, God, my dad was the drill instructor. That's right. And it's a process. He took the guys that came from civilian life into the military life to get them to understand the power of a team, having your teammate back you up, going into battle where you can count on your team. So here again, it's a process. So the person you will become in this process. Now I'm going to begin reading. Network marketing changed my life for the better. For the what? Better. See, a lot of people come in network marketing, want to make a fortune, but they're not willing to go through the process of A, B, C to A through Z, but they give up quickly. I got signed. Oh, it didn't work for me. Oh, it's not for me. And then they get a job. But then again, as I run across people later on in life, you're going to hear this too. Hey, ACN was a great training ground. Had it not been for ACN, I never would have got springboarded to where I'm at. Have you heard that a lot? Some of y'all have heard that a few times. Yes, Ms. Collins, I know you have. You know, but hey, we'd all start with ACN. If it wasn't for ACN, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Hey, that was great training ground. But see, they didn't go through the whole process. So I'm going to start that again. Network marketing changed my life for the better. For the what? For the better. For the what? For the better. See, it'll change anybody and everybody's life. I've been doing this 28 years. It'll change you for the better. Because why does it change you, Mr. Freddie Sherman? Good question. Because it forces you. It what? What did it say there, Miss Collins? It forces you. What did it say right there, Miss Dee Dee Sanders? It forced me to become a better what? Person. That's right, Miss Belinda Batiste. You got it. A better person. Now, I've heard Miss Belinda Batiste now. Not only she's a great person, but a better person. See, that's even better. See, good is good, but the thing get good as being great is because we settle. Now, I know Miss Belinda Batiste now, she's always at Panera Bread. If you look in the background, when we do our calls in the morning, she's posted up at Panera Bread. That's her place. Where's Mr. Sam Foster's? He's at the mall. You know, and what's Al Randolph? All right, all right, all right. You know, so everybody's got their own way of posting up, Dee Dee Sanders. And if you notice, They post up, but they become a better person in the midst of it. I've heard Miss Pat Robinson text a few people on the call. Hey, this has made me a better person, made me a lot stronger. And I appreciate that because it's a process, folks. You cannot be in my shoes because you got to go through a process. If it happened overnight, it was easy, everybody would do it, but it's not easy. It's a process. And I want to congratulate every one of you on the call tonight, understanding it's a process, because these calls on Saturdays is just strictly for leaders. I don't call nobody up talking about getting on the call, begging. No, it's only for those who want it show up. See, that's what I love about this call on Saturday. I can just talk about leaders and what the definition and what you want to look for. So the next sentence says, as a professional, because you guys know you're professionals, right? See, I'm a professional network marketer. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I'm a professional. Do not be afraid to tell people, they're professional. I am a professional network marketer. As a professional, we move products. Well, we don't do that. And services. There we go. Bing, bing, bing. That's us on ACN. We move what? Services to our customer who want them. Who does not want to save money in a time like this? Everybody wants to save money. And a lot of people want to make money. And if they say they're happy with that, trust me, most of them are telling you a big fat lie. Because trust me, who would want to get up in the midst of darkness, pack a lunch, find somewhere to park? And the list goes on. Let's just say that. So the service that we have, services that people want, but real purpose is much deeper, much deeper. So let me verify. So what you're saying, Mr. Thomas, this process to become a regional director and a regional vice president and so forth. Yes, and it's a profession. It's a profession. And as a professional, we move what? Services to our customer who wants them. Who does not want to save money? It's all in your approach, and that's how you get customers. Some of us out there, and I'm not putting fingers in nobody, are stagnant. We ain't brought a customer in so long. Why? Because we I don't know why, but a professional is going to change his or her number every week. Not every day, maybe, but every week. Every week they should change. All right, next paragraph. It says, it's the core. It's what? It's the core. What's the core, Mr. Thomas? It's the core. This profession is an incubator for personal, for personal growth. Yes, it is. Have you noticed that some people were so shy, some of you can barely, some of you can barely open up a brown paper bag with a knife in the left hand and a spoon in the right. You're so scared. When you started your journey in network marketing, I'll never talk in front of a group. Now you're talking in front of a group. I'll never say that. Now you're talking. You see, but it's a core. It's a core of our profession, and the incubator for personal development. Look, when a baby is born, not ready yet, it goes into an incubator. See, when we're not ready to become a regional or ETL, let's start at ETL. You're in an incubator called learning the process. It's a process that'll change, right? So once you learn the process, what I got to be either, ETL, 30 services between you and your team. Oh, okay. It's a process. It's a process. Does it happen overnight? Nope. How do I get that $50 per person, Mr. Thomas, when they get the first 3 services in the first 30 days? Well, the process, ACM pays us on the process. Make sure they get their first 3 services within their first 30 days, bam, $75. Get 5 more, bam, up to $200 deposit. So it's a process. Everything in life's a process. And once you understand that, our training is a process. Our 1 through 10 is a process. Okay, let's go back. So it's core. This profession is an incubator for personal development, personal growth. Now, we know the more we grow in this business, Ms. Marker, the more we make. The more we grow, the more we make. And it's just that simple. But like anything, you don't feed a baby steak off the top. You give them baby milk. And then when maybe you can receive the milk, the baby grows a little bit more. And next thing you know, the teeth develop. Now you can give them a little bit of baby food. And actually, he or she's eating steak, but you got to grow. So you cannot be overnight. It's a process. It said you need 10,000 hours, Sam Foster and Sherry Cooper, to become a professional in any industry, Miss Ursula Allen. So let's read off. Let's look here what it says here. You learn how to face your fears. Now, let's talk about facing our fears. This situation has put a lot of people in the back seat of their own car because they're scared to go out there and talk to people, and they haven't faced their fears. Now, facing fears, meaning getting out your comfort zone, meaning doing something you've never done before, means driving home a different way, meaning facing your fears. A friend of mine named Keith Pollard, I'll never forget Keith Pollard, dear friend of mine. He said something once to me that changed my life. I mean, just blew me away. He says, when you come to a problem, most of us run from the problem. Watch this, listen up. I want everybody to listen to this. He says, when you come to a problem, most people run from the problem. I'm gonna say that one more time. Jerry Ransom, listen up. When you come to a problem, Pastor Thomas, he says, most people run from the problem. This situation, y'all running from it. My mentor said, he mentors me on a relationship. I mean, he doesn't know it, but he's mentored me in different areas of my life. And he said something significant. I'll never forget. I was having dinner with him in Sacramento. It had to be at least 15 years ago. And he said this to me, Pastor Thomas, Dave Culver. He says, you got to be like a fish. See, how you catch a fish, the fish sees the bait, and then once it's in his mouth, you pull on it, and then you snap it, and you caught the fish. He said, if the fish, oh, here we go. Here's what I'm trying to get at. It's a lesson here. Here's a lesson, Mr. Mills. Here's a lesson, Mr. Jetta of Canada. Here's a lesson, Ms. Baker. He said, if the fish, which is you, only, swim toward the hook, it'll come out of his mouth. I said, what? He goes, most people run from it, and that's how it hooks you, like a fish. But if the fish opened his mouth and swam to it, it'll come right out of his mouth. He said, so attack your problem, son. Don't be feared, F-E-A-R, false education appearing real, where only in your mind. Have you noticed sometimes IBOs call you, man, let me tell you what happened. And it's like, okay, they make it a big mountain and it's really an anthill. And it's not that bad, but it's how they look at it. So he says, swim to, if the fish swam toward the problem, it'd come out. So folks, don't run from it, attack it. Once you attack it like an eagle, an eagle was the only bird that'll fly that high, three miles off the ground, could see out 20 miles. An eagle will attack a storm. An eagle will fly over a storm. It's the only bird to do it. See, an eagle, that's what I said, it will attack the storm. As it goes toward the storm, it lifts up its wing and it goes higher over the storm. See, and that taught me a second valuable lesson, what he said, because if you go toward the problem, it doesn't seem as bad. But most of us try to run from it, and that hook gets us, and here we go, it got us. So don't let situations get you that way. Don't have the fear of what happens slow you down. It should, never forget, when I was had my real estate, when I was in real estate, I had my own, man, when things got tight, I would put more ads out than anybody. I had t-shirts, it's Thomas Property, and my phone number on it. What was the number? 916-638-666. I mean, anyway, I bought t-shirts, gave them away. I sponsored the morning commute time while people at 5 in the morning to 6 in the morning, Thomas Properties, that was me. We buy property, and I would increase my ads in the newspaper. When everybody was cutting back, slowing down, I was building. I learned that a long time ago. When people hold back, you go forward. Same thing with this situation. Hey, you may not be able to get out there, but can you get on the call and make more calls? Can you get more calls, make more calls? Who did I hear that say? Miss Evelyn Phibbs, also Mr. Chris King and Miss Rose Guerrero say, we got a stack of names and numbers. People come to our house for PBRs. We're going through that list. It was 2 or 3 years old. Hey, bingo. How many of you heard me say, look, every year, beginning of the year, go through your phone. Happy New Year. Hey, I know I ain't talked to Miss Marie B. Hey, I was just thinking about you. Just call everybody. It's Happy New Year. I don't care if you didn't talk to them in 10 years. They're happy to hear from you New Year. See, that's a great time to reconnect with people. My God, there's so many opportunities to reconnect. Why we do it on Thanksgiving? Some of y'all get emails and texts on Thanksgiving. People, I ain't talking to that person in 4 years. Chris Stein, haven't been. I ain't talked to someone, Billy, in 8 years. Why? It's a great time to connect. And the beginning of the year is another great time to connect. So get past your fears. False education appearing real. Man, false evidence, however you want to call it, but it's not real. How many times you guys had some stuff that you slowed you down and all of a sudden you came to it wasn't that big? Because you let it slow you down. So let's go back. Learn how to face your fears. And I was sharing with somebody this morning. This lady, and I never forget her. Rose Lay is her name, down in Little Rock, Arkansas, little old country bumpkin. I remember her saying something to me it had to be 20-some years ago. She said something I'll never forget. I might have used this before on the call. She said, sometime Sometimes when things come at you, you gotta go on ahead anyhow. And I never forget her country way of singing it, anyhow. And I went down to Little Rock, Arkansas to do a meeting for her. She wasn't even my team, but she helped my team down in the Little Rock area. And she said, "Will you come down, Mr. Al Thomas, and do a meeting for us little folks down here, little podunk town,
Is it just him or me? Everyone, yeah.
It's him. It's that Amway.
He's probably using Amway network.
Stop it, Sam.
You're on mute.
the Amway people.
Thomas.
Them Amway people, that's right, try to jump in here. Amway people. They're out there somewhere. And Miss Pat Robinson's cracking up. And I'll never forget, she picked me up in the airport and took me to a little double wide. She had a double wide trailer. No, single wide, I'm sorry. It was a single wide trailer out in the country. Must have been on 5 or 6 acres. And all the way out there, my stomach was growling. I'm trying to like, oh my God, I'm sorry. You know, but you know, country people, we don't care about your stomach growling. She says, "You hungry?" I said, "Yeah, I'm hungry." She said to me, I'll go crack up. This is why I never forget that woman. She says, "You hungry?" I go, I'm real hungry. I haven't had anything since I left, a couple hours ago. She go, "Good. I'm so glad you're hungry." I go, "Why?" My mama, they call it instead of a lot of food, they call it a mess of food down in the South. Y'all, some of y'all been listening, you know what I'm talking about? Young folks don't know about no mess of food. She go, "I hope you're hungry." I said, "Yeah, my stomach." She can hear my stomach. She said, "You hungry?" I go, "Yeah, I'm hungry." Miss Dee Dee Sanders quit laughing at me. She go, "Good. I hope you're good and hungry. My mama made a mess of possum for you." Possum? Yes, sir. Possum. Now, y'all know I'm a little country, but I ain't that country to eat no possum. And she heard, was it Mr. Freddie Sherman? My stomach was growling like, so I get to the house. I said, "Lord have mercy." Little trailer, single wide trailer, 2 bedroom, 1 bath little trailer. I mean, you could pick it, put a hitch to it and take it out of the road in 3 minutes. And I said, "Oh my God," she had possum on it. She said, and my stomach growled again. So mama say, "Oh, sound like you hungry, son." Oh my God. So I sat at the table, I said, "I'm really not that hungry." I was trying to get out of eating possums, Miss Sharon. I ain't never ate possum in my life. That lady looked at me like, "Oh, I thought most Black people ate possum." I go, "No, ma'am. I've had I ain't that hungry. I ain't about that much, and I was so starving to death. Y'all have no idea. I say the things I do for network marketing. Mr. David Wright, my stomach's growling. She says, "You ain't." I said, "Yeah, ma'am. Woo! Lord have mercy. Let me move on. Never forget that story. That lady, Rose Lane. Never forget that woman in my life. Number 2, you'll learn how to solve problems. See, don't you understand that the more problems you solve, the more money you make? So why do we run from the hook? Go toward it and it'll come out of your mouth. So why don't we go toward the
Sam, you got to get him get out of that Amway internet for him.
No, it's gonna be a problem. They look better leaving you than they're coming towards you. Like, "Oh, here we go. Here come Billy, and here go Joey. Oh, it's gonna be another problem." And in the back of the head when they leave, you look better than the folks. Oh, well, anyway, you get the idea. When you see the back of the head, for y'all to miss the joke, when they walking toward you, see their face. When they leave you, you see the back. Yeah, okay. So sometimes people look better leaving you than coming towards you. But you gotta learn how to be a problem solver. A problem, and most people want to take a problem and push it upline. No, you learn from how to solve the problem. I have never called my upline for a problem. My upline partner said, I got one of the best guys in the business. He never called me. I never called him about a problem. I never called him to do a presentation for me. Never have. Now think about this, 28 years later, man, I like to recruit me under me. Think about it. What if you had a strong organization and they never called you? See, that's the power of network marketing. A lot of times, Bill Howard, we get people every time they call us, it's a situation. But will they go try to dig up the information? Nope. They want the microwave answer. Instead of digging it themselves, they want to call you all the time. No, go find the answer. That way you'll learn from the experience. See, Sam Fossil never calls about it. He learns from the experiences. Or he'll say, man, Mr. Thomas, you know what? I didn't know stuff, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah. How did you know that? Well, I went and found out. See, that's important. So be a problem solver. Be a problem solver, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3, learn how to feed your mind. With what? Positive, and what? Protect your mind from what? Negative. Oh my God. Every day I start my morning off with something positive. All throughout the day, everything positive. You know, because why? I send out a text message Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, something positive. Because why? I want people to understand. When a new IBO comes in, that's why I say text me their name and cell number. I add them to my text list. Because if you don't send something positive, they're out of the game in about a week and a half because they're surrounded, their wife, mother, sister, cousin. Why are you doing that? You know, them things don't work. You know, your uncle tried one of those where they had multi-level teeth and he lost his own teeth. I mean, all kind of crazy stuff. There's more negative floats around than positive. Have you noticed that one of the things that's changed your life when you got in this business, more positiveness? Here again, remember I said the incubator of personal growth? See, that's what this is. You've heard it said before, Ms. Ursula Allen, ACN is nothing more than a personal development with a compensation plan connected. The more you grow, ETL, the more money you make. ERD, the more money you make. More personal development, RVP, more personal development. It's all personal development, folks. And you should rely on these calls. Mr. Bree Clemens put over 2 years of stuff back on the channel. You can learn anytime, day or night, even people on your team. If they can't make this one, get them on one of those calls. As a matter of fact, send them out. Who said that last week? Send them out a copy of what we talked about. When Shaquille Cooper did that 3 weeks, man, I sent all young people that. When I had Miss Allen on, I mean Miss Orange, Miss Angela Solomon, all the professional women, all the lawyers I knew, all the doctors, all the professionals. When I had Miss Ismail on talking, man, I sent it all young women because why? She's very powerful. When Julian, I mean, every one of these leaders try to match up people that they can relate to. When I get new people in business, I try to put them under people that they can relate to. See, look, I'm a bottom line. I'm a promoter. When I get an analytical, need a lot of questions. I can't answer, you know, how deep the cables are laid, when the cut, switching, I mean, all this technical stuff, which I'm not, don't laugh at me. I'm not a techie. Guess who I said, Mr. Bree Clemens here. Because they can relate. They can relate. They go off in the sunset together. When I get a strong woman, a woman who, businesswoman, Miss, hey, y'all, here, y'all. Because that's how I am. I, as a leader, my job is to match up people and keep them that way. So learn how to feed your mind with positive, protect your mind from negative. That is a biggie for brand new people in the beginning. That's why you should let new people know about books they should read, podcasts they need to get on, or things they need to listen to. Because I used to give out all the videos, cassette tape, dish as I traveled to new people because I wanted them to surround their mind with good stuff. If you don't protect your new people's mind, they're gone in a week and a half or 10 days because they go home. I'll never forget, I did a meeting. Here's what happens. Everybody look at me. Watch this. Everybody look at me. I remember this guy signed up. Got in his car. So many guys that get in the car, they see the business. They're excited when we had home meetings and PBRs. They get in the car excited. They take the keys out. They put it in ignition. Start the motor up. Put the hand on the steering wheel like, oh, shuck. Well, I'm gonna tell my wife or girlfriend tonight I spent $499, or in our case now, $224. Do you realize how many people? They're excited, but they know what they got to continue when they go home. You did what? Without consulting, you did what? You ain't got that kind. Watch this. Watch what the other half said. We ain't got that kind of money to lose or to give away. See, they don't know opportunity because why you mean lose? Notice what they will lose it. Who said they're not losing it? It's an investment. An investment. Now, write this down. Let me give you guys some insight on investments. There's 3 levels. 3 levels. God, Lord, have mercy. There is a speculator. That's the bottom of the barrel. That's a speculator. They get in. I'm gonna get. Oh, I got 4 people do this. I got Ursula Allen. I got 2 go from Japan. I got Freddie Sherman, and I got Bill. I'm just counting on them 4 people. Man, they're gonna make me. That's all they look for is the people that's gonna make them rich without them doing nothing. They're called speculators, and they call Ursula Allen up. Hey, I got something. Say all the wrong things. Not being coachable. Not tell what the coach said. Hey, girl, we gonna get rich. Hey, Atugo. Hey, war girl, we gonna go pick out your house, girl. Or they call Bill Howard. Hey, man, I know you like money. I found something. Or they call Freddie Sherman. Man, you better go pick out your house. We can't. See, that's a speculator. They only have 4 people that are looking to do this business. If them 4 people don't show up, they out. They're speculators. And then 6 months later, they still waiting on the same 4 people. Speculator. You'll hear when you get in the business. Oh, I got this. Oh, my people. I got my people online. I know I gonna get. That's a speculator. The second level is a trader. Hey, I'll do yours if you do mine. Hey, I got something. Hey, you sell my service, I'll buy some of your products. I'm gonna trade off with you. But I need you to do this here business with me. But see, they never went in and like the third level, which I'm gonna talk about, which you and I are, it's called the investor. We're investors. Investors have a long vision approach to it. We're not in it for the short term. The speculator and the trader, here's what they say. When can I get my money back? All they care about, that's why I said the 3 questions that everybody have. Does anybody know what the 3 questions are that people have when they look at ACN? Remember the 3 questions? Y'all remember? The watch this, you're gonna learn something. You remember the 3 questions? When every time I sit in front of anybody, everybody have the same 3 questions. Do you guys put in the chat if you know what it is? Or take your phone off mute, tell me one of the 3 questions. That's right.
When can I get my money back?
That's right. That's right. That's one of them.
How much?
How much it's gonna cost?
But y'all are good today. And Miss Christina Britt's got it. Can I do this? That's right. So every time you sit in front of anybody, they all have the same 3 questions. They may not ask it. Number 1, can I do what Freddie Sherman just did? Can I do this? Okay, I can. Okay, I can. Why do you think I had you guys read it? Miss Kinko is so excellent. She just reads it. She just reads it. Can I do what Miss Kinko did? Can I read this? And English, by the way, is her second language. And she does a great job with this. Number 2 question. How much this thing gonna cost me? How much it's gonna cost me, Cheryl Cooper? Come on, Pascal. Corey, how much this thing gonna cost me, bro? Right, that's what they think. How much it's gonna cost me? And notice how we address it. It's only when I say only, it's only $224. That's all. Now, I answer that question. Okay, it's $224. We tend to and when we read the 1 through 10, we talk about it. $199 plus your 25, it's only $224. Got it. Next slide, 2 slides back. We're going to breaking the money down. You get 3 services, you get how much? $75. If you can do it within the first, 30 days. Just don't say, no, it's within the first 30 days. You get 5 up to 5, you get up to 5, you get what? Up to $200 in the first 30 days. So important to get that 30 days in there. Because I have people go, well, so-and-so said, man, to get them customers, it took me 6 months. No. I didn't get a check. No. It's got to be in the first, write that down, very important. First 30 days, okay? First 30 days. That's why when I do a presentation, I repeat it over and over and over. Now, you get how much? $400 if you do it in the first what? 30 days. Sometime on my call, I go, say it with me, 30 days. Say I make it so you repeat it. You get 11 services with your first what? Come on, say it with me. 30 days. You made a grand total of how much? $600. $600. So now I've already explained. So if a person's looking at this, they go, wait a minute. Miss Akinko, her second language is English, and she can read it. She's in Japan. I can do what she just did. Number two, heck, it's only $224, right? And I can make up to $600 in the first 30 days. I done doubled my money and then something. You see what happens? It's logical. It makes so much sense. I'm not trying to convince you. I just want to make sense with you. Here's what I say. That's my goal. In the first 30 days, in the first 7 to 10 days. Does that make sense? And I'm shaking my head up. Yeah, it makes sense. Sam Foster's last couple got at the mall signed up that day because he made sense to them. They're business owners. Now, wait a minute. You mean residual? And then we ain't talked about the residuals. That we throw that in for free. But y'all ain't talking to people. You ain't showing them the math on this bad boy. You're trying to sell them on the opportunity. No, I hate the word sell. People don't want to be sold. Only time we all like to be sold is a kid knocking on our door, selling some peanut butter for the Boy Scout or Girl Scout. We don't want to be sold. Write this down. Here's the 3 S's. Don't ever. People say you're trying to sell. What he's selling? I go, ugh. It's like a curse word to Al Thomas. Here is the right 3 words. I'm here to share. Write this down, Corey. Don't take it by osmosis. Write this down. I'm here to share. What? Share. What? Share. Some information with you. Come on now. I'm here to share some information with you, Mr. Jetta. I'm Del Ranch. I'm here to share some information with you. Second answer, how you could save. What? Save. What? Save. What, Natasha Isabel? Save you money. And the third S is on services that you use every day, TJ. Every day, girlfriend. Every day. I'm here to share some information how you can save money on services every day. Who would not want to save money? You watch my head. You do want to save money. Guess what they all do? I never had a person go, no. Because why? Look at my head. Man, people are simple than you think they are. See, the problem with most of us, your mom and dad told you, don't count the stranger. Don't. Strangers will make you a fortune. I hate selling. Ain't nobody selling. Who told you that lie? Everything is an act of soul selling. Don't you realize? You smile at a young lady, she smiled back, you stole her smile. Vice versa, ladies. My guys, but hey, we sell up, but you don't call it that, do you? You call it flirting. You married, somebody sold somebody. You're in a relationship, somebody sold somebody. I don't care how you slice it or what kind of pretty words you want to use to that language, but you sold somebody. Oh, but we can't call it sales because that's a nasty word. Okay, so let's go back. Learn how to feed your mind. You'll learn how to grow what? You'll learn how to grow what? You'll learn how to grow
Mr.
stronger.
Mr. Thomas, you were frozen. Can you say that again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you'll learn how to grow what? Stronger, stronger, stronger. Thank you, dear. You'll learn how to grow stronger, stronger like Popeye. You'll learn how to grow stronger, stronger. That's right, Miss Collins. That's right. You'll learn how to grow stronger. Why do we always want to be weak? Well, you know, I don't know if I can do that. You're just weak. Well, you know, AC is not for me. You're just weak. What's not for you? More free time, more free money, and paying your debts off? What's not for you? Staying inside from someone you're afraid of? What's not for you? Well, I didn't look at it that way. Well, you know, I'm not a sales. Who said you had to be a salesperson? Well, you know, I'm not. Who said you had to be that either? Well, you know, no, I didn't say that either. Well, you know, shut up. No, I'm just kidding. People always want to tell you what they can't do. Ever notice that? Miss Collins, they always tell you what they can't do. But you ain't see you going to work every day, 5 days a week. Some people 6 days and hate it. Well, you know, I said, what? I had a guy the other day. I said something really funny. Hold on, let me turn my fan on. I had a guy the other day. Well, you know, this is not for me. I said, let me ask you a question. I mean, I watch this. This is how I did it in a nice way. I'm trying to be a nicer person. I said, I understand it's not for you. I understand. Trust me, I got it. Can I ask you a question? Even though you said you can't do this, I understand you said it. I'm real crystal clear. But let me ask you a question. Watch this, watch this. I got him. I got this joker. I said, why do you go to work? That ain't for you either, is it? I got to pay bills. I say, I do too. He said, I never looked at it that way. Maybe I need to look at this. People always want to tell you why they can't do something without even trying. What did Miss Ismail say on Monday on the roller coaster? She closed her eyes. I never done it. That little kid did it. I can do it. There was a lot of Monday's call. There was so much in there. There was a lot in there. But she stretched herself. I remember the first time I went skiing up in I went up to flat. We call it North Star. We call it Flat Star because it's pretty. And I took the bunny slope up, and I was you know, I fell 4 or 5 times trying to get up a little bunny slope thing, and I fell for it, got up. Never took a lesson in my life, and I'm going down, you know, with the on my skis. I fell down 2 or 3 times. I got up. I said, I ain't trying. I'm taking this stuff off. This ain't for me. I can't ski. Blah blah blah. And this little young kid, about 2 feet high, little whippersnapper, came up on me and like, threw snow on me. Hey, mister, you need a helping hand up? I said, no, boy, I got this. And I said, then, if that little whippersnapper can do it, you see, most people that took the negative, I can't do this. I can't, this ain't for me. I'm this, I'm that, I'm not the right nationality, whatever they want to use. But that little kid came out and said, wait a minute, if this little whippersnapper could use his arm for poles, can ski, what is wrong? You see what I mean? Some of us need to take the negative and turn it to a positive. Write that down. Some of us need to take a negative and turn it to a positive. And from there on, it was on and cracking from that time on. Man, I started skiing on 180s, and then I went up 200s, 203s. Then I ended up buying a place up in Lake Tahoe to go skiing all the time. From a failure. Then I go skiing. Man, I took oh my God. I had a place up there. And I would never buy a fancy outfit. I always put my jeans on. I went with a black ski club one time. I never do that again because everybody, they were too cool for me. Everybody, all the guys, you know, sitting down in the lobby having cocktails and thought they talking a game and had the, you know, the $400, $500 outfits on. I got jeans on. They laughed at me until they saw me on the slope. Then they saw me flying off the slope. Like, oh my, he can ski. Yeah, I can ski. You know, here again, I took that negative and made it a positive out of it. And now I love skiing. I would ski all the time. I'd rent my place out in the summer and then rent it out in the winter, make more money in the winter to take care of it. And it was so funny. A friend of mine who's also in network marketing, who also in ACN, his name is Mark Keener. I don't know if you guys know Mark Keener. He's also a regional vice president. And when I was in my first MLM company, Excel, he was over here and I was coaching him. And then I came over, he's like, man, you need to come under me. I said, I couldn't do that way. But anyway, we would go skiing all the time. Mark Keener used to use my place all the time. He always wanted to go skiing, use my place. And he said, man, because I was right there. Matter of fact, Donna Summers lived right down the street. Liberace lived about 4 blocks from me. When he was in town, he would light up a fence because, you know, Mr. Showman, Liberace. Yeah, I had a place called the Eagle's Nest, so still there today, right across the street from my place. The address was 484 Quake and Aspen. I can still remember the address. And I could ski around the side of my building, put my skis on, ski down to the ski lift, get my ticket. It's on the Nevada side. And I remember Mark Keener said, hey man, can I use your place one weekend? I said, sure. I'm very crazy. I'm very adventurous. And And I said, sure, man. He said, what owe you? I said, you don't owe me nothing. Because he worked at World Airways in Oakland. All the Oakland people, you remember World Airways used to be based in Oakland, California out there. And I said, well, since he was a COO, chief operating officer for him, financial officer for him, I said, here, Mark, see what you can do for tickets to go to Europe. I want to go to Europe. I said, okay. About a month later, my phone rang. He was calling me. He said, he's in ACN to this day. Hey, Al, you sitting down? I go, yeah. Well, do I need to be? Go, yeah, you need to be sitting down. I said, okay, I'm sitting down. What's the good news? He said, now, I'm going to fly you from Oakland, California to Frankfurt, Germany, England, and back home. Round trip costs you $230. I said, my bags are packed. When can I leave? So I went to Germany, stayed in Germany, went to England, Paris, because I took a negative, skied so much that I got a place that I allowed people to go use it. And that's how I got, I mean, what a blessing. What a blessing. I used to do my annual Al Thomas, my real estate company, Thomas, I do my annual parties at my condo, my place up there. My mother would come, her girlfriends would come, my lady, my staff, she would come up, and my ex-brother-in-law, he would come because he worked for me. And I have a weekend up there, was my treat to everybody to work for me. But that was back in the day. So understand what I'm saying. You gotta grow stronger. The point is growing stronger. Because I grew stronger in one area, it blessed another area of my life, and blessed another area of my life. So grow stronger. Next, it says what it says. What's the next one after grow stronger? It says what? Excuse me. It says what? You'll learn how to what? To lead. Don't be a follower all the time. Lead. Start be that leader that God created. Be that man, gentlemen. Be that man that she married. Women, be the woman. There you go. Come on, lead by example. Man, I never want anybody to give me none. I always want to go get it. I always wanted to go get it. I just can't, I'm like Papa, I just can't stand it no more. And you guys need to lead by example by being that person you want to be. My mentors that mentored me led me. But then I knew it was my responsibility to take the ball and run with it. So many times we want somebody else to lead us. You build an area up and it goes dead because there's no leader, because everybody wants somebody else to come to the plate. No, you step up to the plate. Tag, you're it. If there ain't no leader in the area, thank God you could be it. You're it. Go build something for yourself and your family. Build it. Remember the movie Build It and They'll Come? Man, with Kelvin Coster in it. Man, they built that field and they came. Folks, the same way building your downline, and they said, build it, they'll come. And right now they're looking. They're looking like never before. With this situation out here across the world, people are looking. My God. I had to apologize to Mr. Bree Clemens yesterday because I went out, did some things. I forgot I had a 4 o'clock and a 4:30. I had every half an hour with him, with people that were in the business. They had 10 people on one call, 5 on another. But thank God, let me tell you something. Thank God for the team, because the team stepped up. Julian Lewis stepped up to do one of the calls. Miss Natasha Ismail stepped up to do the call. By the time I ran around yesterday, because I normally don't miss anything, I didn't look at my book. I did some errands, took a little longer than I anticipated. I felt so bad. I humbled myself. I said, sir, I am very sorry. Watch this. So what do we do? Well, you could have called me, let me remind me. No, it was my responsibility. I called him humbly. I am so sorry. He said, man, I got other people stepped up to the plate. And I went, whew, but that still doesn't count for my neglect. Does that make sense? Because leaders their neglect. I'm sorry. Before the call today, I knew where I was. I called him. I said, I told people where I was today. I got to call in. They go, I said, yeah, I got a Zoom call in about 25 minutes. But I know it's actually 20 minutes. I got to call in because I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna get an earful from Mr. Clemens if I don't call. Yeah, just the truth. I text him. Hey, I'm running late. I'll be on the call. I'm running late. I gotta run. And then what I did, I put another. Hey, will you vouch for where I'm at for Mr. Clemens? Thank you. Hey, I'm going home. I'll be on the call in 10 minutes. It took me 9.5 minutes to go from where I was, get home. True story. See, look, you put in the chat. That was today. That was a little while ago. Because what does Jim Rohn say? We have accountability. On time, what early is what? Early is what? On time. Come on, y'all. Early is on time. On time is late, and late's never heard of. See, him and I have accountability. Natasha Ismail's not. We have accountability. We got to be on there 15 minutes early. If not, some go, hey, we have to be accountable to each other. Yes, even myself, I'm a got to be accountable. So don't ever think you're bigger than the team. We all got to be accountable to each other. Make sense? All right. So learn how to lead. So learn how to lead, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever just sit back, always be a participant. Pick up something, to learn something. Learn how to do, Corey. Learn something, sir. Learn how to do something in this business. Mr. Sam Foster has. Some of y'all need to learn the business. Let me ask you a question. I'm not here to embarrass nobody, but can you actually read the 1 through 10? I got a $100 bill, so you can't read it right. So guess what you might want to do when you get off the call? Practice reading it. How you gonna have a big organization, you can't read it? How you gonna have anything? Read it. Hey, I understand we got the 1 through 10 Tony Coopers. I send that out too. But what if you're sitting there with somebody? Could you actually read it? Get good at it, folks. What I'm trying to say, practice. Let's move on. Last paragraph, about on page 144. When I first started out in this profession, are you treating it like a profession? Or are you playing with it? Good ship, lollipop, mama good. Are you playing with it? Or you're taking it seriously? I take it real seriously. I take my business very serious, very serious. All right, let's go back. When you first started out in this profession, I did almost everything out of what? Fear. There it is again. What are you fearing? I don't know, but I'm fearful. What if they say no? What if this? What if that? Who cares? Look, let me tell you something. Let me help you eliminate some of that fear. I always carry this with me. Always. Watch this. How you doing, Sam Foster? How you doing, Pastor Colin? Ooh, see that? I have people come up to me and say, oh, that breath so bad. It's like, oh my God, I can't hear a word you said because your breath is stinking. What you had, some sardines this morning? God, dog, oh. So I always make sure my mouth is ready. No, I'm ready. You'll never catch me, Bill Howard, you never catch me without this. When I travel, because I'm a professional. When I travel, when I used to wear suits and ties, I always had this and a little extra cologne to refreshing myself. Because as I meet the wife or the husband, the ladies would always look at my shoes, check my nails are short. Okay, he smells good. All right, he all right. Ladies, y'all know what I mean. You look at it took over in Japan. That's right. Guys, you have no clue. Women check the guy. I'll make sure he's all right for him to deal with. Women be investigating you. Y'all don't even have an idea because I'm trying to get you guys to go professional, to be a professional in this business. Women, check it out. Okay, his breath was good. He smelled decent. Yeah, Freddie Sherman got a good haircut. Let's see, his shoes are shine, nails cut. All right, he okay. All right, honey, you go hang out with him. He all right. He all right. He all right. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, you go in there with some toe-up shoes, ain't got a shine since you bought them. It's all scuffed up, breath bad, shirt going on which way. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. I'm a leader. What you lead? Who you leading? Oh, anyway, let me shut up. Gentlemen, always carry the breath, man. I'm telling you, I'm teaching. I'm teaching tonight. I told you I'm gonna be teaching tonight. Hallelujah, hallelujah. All right, let's. Okay. Let me go back to that last paragraph, Sam Foss. He's over there having so much fun. He's gonna have a heart attack now. When I first started out in the profession, I did almost everything out of fear. I was afraid I wouldn't succeed. Oh, right out of the pit of you know where. I was afraid I was going to run out of prospects. He didn't know about the mall, Sam Foster. I was afraid I was going to miss out on the opportunity. But over time, let me say that again. But over time, let me hit my desk. But over time, Daryl Ransom, listen to what I'm saying. But over time, Ursula Allen, let me tell you something. Oh, Miss Rose Guerrero, Chris King, let me tell you something. But over time, Lord have mercy, that fear went away. Uh-oh, what happened, Cheryl Cooper? It went away. It went away, Jamal. It went away. I decided to focus myself on my skill. Oh, skills. There's that word again. What's last month? 2 skills. What was the skills last month? What was the skills I was talking about? The 2 skills. The skill of active listening, not just listening, but active listening. And the second skill was skill of sell. How much time would you say we're not selling? We're not. You're selling yourself. Remember I said? I'm selling myself on what I'm about. Some of y'all want nobody to follow you. Look how you dress. Look how you say, oh, come on now. Hey. Okay. I decided to focus on myself on my skills instead of all the things I could not control. Can I control what way my breath smell? Can I control how I smell? Can I control my shoes? Can I control my language? Yes. And then everything became clear. I learned the true secret. The what? True secret of network marketing. The true secret. Read it for yourself. I learned, last sentence. I learned the true secrets of network. I learned the what? True secrets. The true secret of network marketing. Holy Toledo. Get out of here. And the last page, I'm going to read that page 145. The greatest benefit. Here we go, Wright, Mr. Wright. Sam Sherman, Freddie Sherman. The greatest benefit isn't getting what you want. Bill Howard, come on. The greatest benefit is that what you need to become in order to get what you want. Is what you need to become. Who need to become? Your upline. No. Your sideline. No. Your downline. No. The upline. No. The co-founder. No. My regional vice president. No. My senior. No. The greatest benefit isn't getting what you want. That's right, because you ain't ready for it yet. That's why God hides stuff from you until you're ready for. Oh my goodness. And the greatest benefit is what you need to become in order to get what you want. You mean I gotta be more to have more to be more? Yes. I learned what was always there and what has been passed down from the ages. Let me read that again. I learned what I should be doing for my uplines. Oh, shoot. Is that what that said, Mr. Thomas? Exactly. I learned from people who went before me. I learned from people who got to the top. Oh, is that what it says, Mr. Thomas? Yes, sir, Mr. Rudolph. Yeah, I learned what they did. I followed in their foot tracks. Now imagine me in Vegas in the desert, and I'm up on a knoll getting fed by 4 beautiful women. I'm drinking wines, nectars of the gods, fed grapes. And you're sitting down there, water. Oh my God, water. And you look up, is that Al Thomas up there on the top of that knoll getting fed grapes and drinking wine? And I'm down there, I need water. And all of a sudden you start running toward the knoll, up the knoll, and there's a little sign that says, danger, landmines ahead. Would you continue running up the knoll to get to where I'm at and boom, explode and hit the landmine? Or would you be smart about it, Pat Robinson and Miss Belinda Batiste, along with Colin? Would you look in the sands where he put his footsteps? He put that one there. He put that one over there. And here's a mark in the sand. We put the other foot and follow the footsteps up to the top. Oh my God. Woo, that's what that says. Follow the ones who's gone before you and follow in their footsteps. I learned what is always there and what has been passed down through the ages. The journey, oh my goodness, the journey is everything. I get so excited telling Chris King's story and Miss Rose Guerrero's story. I get so excited when he told the story. I tell you what, that's another story I'm gonna take to my grave with me because I just love it. That they decided, oh my God, Al Thomas? They made a decision. They made a decision. Everybody say it with me. They made a decision. But the question is, have you made that decision? What decision are you talking about, Brother Thomas? Well, I'm talking about the decision that the Kings made. Well, what decision was that? Well, I'm coming to that decision. They made a decision to bury their pen under the tree and never come back to the next division as a team coordinator. I said, wow, they made a decision. Wasn't Al Thomas pushing them? It wasn't nobody pushing them. They looked at each other and made a decision. We cannot come back here the same way. Right. They made, hey, we can't come back here the same way. We have to make a change. We're going to bury our pen up under that tree. We ain't coming back to the next convention. As a team coordinator at the time, we're going to come back as a regional director. By God. And the only thing they did is they went to work. Watch this. Look, let's go to number. It says they learned how to face their fears. They learn how to solve the problems. They learn how to feed their mind positive and not negative. They learn how to grow stronger, and they learn how to lead. Oh my God, there it is. They did all those things. What about you? Now, I'm gonna end the call tonight with the last paragraph. Okay, I want y'all to read it with me. Last paragraph on page 145, last paragraph. And it says what? Let's come on, get your. There you go. Some of y'all grabbing the Bible. No, get your GoPro book out. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. It says, you ready? Get your book out. Corey, where's your book at? You don't have? Okay, you better get that book. All right, here it says, the greatest, let's read it together. The greatest benefit isn't getting what you want. The greatest benefit is what you, I'm sorry, I just messed it all up, didn't I? Let's go to the last paragraph. Thank you. One more time. Thank you. One more time. Thank every one of you on the call tonight for taking this journey with Al Thomas. Is that what it says? Thank you for taking this journey with me. Let me conclude by sharing what I said at the end of every network marketing GoPro video. Ladies and gentlemen, my wish for you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional. You decide to go pro, because it's a stone cold fact that we have a better way. Now let's go tell the world about the ACN opportunity. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Corey. I like that clap. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, the training tonight, you can always go back and regurgitate it. That's right, Mr. Earthon. That's right, Mr. Day. You can always go back and regurgitate. Look, I would say for y'all, I would go back and reread this book because it's got wealth of knowledge in it. And I'm here to tell you, another book would be, Beach Money, my dear friend. He'll be on it. But let me give you another one that most of us are reading too right now. The greatest network marketer in the world. The greatest, not the smallest, not the bad. The greatest networker in the world. The greatest. Muhammad Ali said he's what? The greatest. By John Milton Fogg. Matter of fact, I shared the stage there many times before. Thank you so much, Ms. Ursula Allen. We appreciate the training tonight. Did y'all get a blessing tonight out of training? All right. Now, there you go. There you go, Mr. Kinko. Thank you, dear. I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Now, please don't, we had a lot of fun tonight, but do something with it, okay? Tomorrow night, the King's going to bring the thunder, the light, and the rain. And then, what can I say? So let's make sure that we're on for tomorrow night. And I'm going to tell you something. Every one of you have the spirit to become a senior vice president. Every one of you on here on Saturdays. I don't provoke anybody to get them, but it's only for leaders. And my job is to lead you down the way and the path that's going to get you there. Now, remember, it's always a numbers game. Remember, it's 3 questions they have. Remember, you can do this in a big way. And remember the subject matter. The person who become, this the person you become in the process. And it's a process. Life's a process. You can do it in a big way. And with that said, God bless every one of you. I love you guys. Continue success. Let's go out there and make it happen. Go build it and look at your notes, and then go back after it's been posted on the back office on Destiny and watch it again. God bless you all. Have a good Saturday night. Thank you. Woo-hoo. I like it. I love it. I want some more.